So I thought I'd show you guys some of the meal prep I've been doing with all this garden stuff coming in. This is going to be like a roasted cherry tomato sauce. There's garlic, oregano from the yard, mostly cherry tomatoes, and a couple of really needed to be used today, solar flare tomatoes. So I'm just going to put that in the oven and broil it and let it blister up, and it'll be delicious. And then over here, I'm gonna dehydrate these outside in the sun. I'm gonna make they're Thai hot chilies, and we make what's it called? Chili flakes out of it, and then we'll have that all year. So I do have some Thai hots that we've been saving, but the chicken scratched up 3 out of the 4 plants. So I went ahead and grabbed a thing of Thai hots at the Oriental Market, and that was like, I swear it was like $1.20 for all of that. So it's pretty great. So I'll show you what we do when I'm done with that. So here is it done. I went ahead and I broiled it enough that there's a little bit of that blister on there. It's gonna be so good. And then I sprinkled it with salt and pepper. And this is it. This is gonna be an awesome pasta sauce. So we'll have that later in the week. It'll be great. I'm sure it would freeze really well too, but I'm gonna go ahead and eat it. So next up, I'm gonna make some sun-dried tomatoes that are gonna just be in the dehydrator. So here is what we picked. This is 2 days worth, and I love these Brad's Atomic grapes as sun-dried tomatoes. They're really good, and they're the perfect size. But I also have a ton of Romas, so I'll be doing that. I'm going to split them in half, or in case of the huge ones, I quartered it. And then I'm gonna put it in the bowl, cover it with some olive oil and Italian seasoning, and I'll spread it out, cut side up on the dehydrators, and I'll show you that. Usually takes, it just depends on your dehydrator. I don't want to say like how long it takes, but honestly, I don't know what's going on with mine. They're taking like a day and a half to dry all the way, so it just depends on which dehydrator you have. Both of mine were hand-me-downs, which I love, so I don't know if they're just old or what, because I've heard a lot of people say it only takes like 8 hours, so just be careful and check on them. Okay, so up next I have, I'm not sure what it's called, it's either salsa verde, or I make white chicken chili with this. So it's like the roasted peppers, there's tomatillos, onions. I didn't put any garlic in this time. There's a couple jalapeños. And then later when I cook it, I'll add salt, pepper, cumin, and oregano. But I'm looking for a nice blister on the peppers because they need to be peeled. This is not ready. It's been in for 10 minutes. Boy, I have the world's least hot broiler. It's ridiculous. So that's what I've been doing after I did this sauce. And then meanwhile, I got a whole bowl full of the sun-dried tomatoes ready, and I'll put those in for you. Meanwhile, let's put this back. And I'm setting the timer because I am the world's most forgetful person. Sorry about the mess, but food prep day is a mess. All right, here's my bowl cut in half. And I'm gonna add the Italian seasoning just because we like it. You don't have to. And olive oil. This looks like a ton of work. I mean, it is work, but like it went a lot faster than you think. So here's my beautiful olive oil. Gonna stir it up with our hands. How pretty is that? So hopefully everything gets reasonably evenly coated with the oil and the seasoning. Isn't that great? bring it over to my racks and make sure everybody is cut side up. Should be enough for one rack. And then goes rack 2. Some of the Romas, I did scoop out the seeds. That is twice as much work, so sometimes I do it and sometimes I don't. I do it if they're squishy and I do it if they're bigger. But for the atomic grapes, I don't even scrape out the seeds and they come out really well. So, no problems. Everybody up. More. Wow, this looks like it's gonna fill it. Yep. Right away. Well, that's as many racks as I have for this one. I know you can buy more. I should one day. I will. Certainly needed it this year. Don't usually use my drying stuff as much as I did this year, but like I said, my freezers are full. I don't have any room for anything else. We actually thought about buying a second freezer. Third freezer? It's the third freezer. So we'll see. Maybe we will. Okay, good. So I'm gonna go put the lid on it, and it just turns on when you plug it in, and I'll put it at about 115, and then I will check on it after 24 hours. And it's usually been taking a little bit longer. I mean, these are very moist things. So the most I would do is maybe trade the top rack and the bottom, switch those out. But other than that, I don't even know if that really needs to be done. So, and then I'll work on the second one and put it in this dehydrator. And then I'll show you guys how it turns out. Okay, this is better. Got more of the blistery. So I'm gonna flip the peppers so they'll blister on the other side. Maybe I'll switch some of these around. The years when I do this on the barbecue, oh, I love it so much. I love that little bit of a char. All right, so here's our finished product. This is 2 trays worth. I combined them. I peeled a lot of the Hatch and the Aneheim. I did not do a stand-up job, but that is a thankless task, let me tell you. I set a few of these aside for dinner. I'm gonna make a, oh gosh, what is it called? I can't remember. Anyway, I'm gonna make a casserole with those. And I'm gonna go get my good knife. Look at all these dishes I get to do later, yay! It's okay. So, I'm just gonna chop this into nice, awesome chunks. And try and evenly distribute everything, and then into freezer bags, and then that will be an awesome crock pot dinner for the winter. This will be 2 or 3, probably 3 bags full, and then plus dinner tonight. So that was well worth the effort. I was trying to get, like, sorry, I got cut off earlier. I was trying to get, I want like at least 10 of these bags in the freezer for the crock pot. because we add like beans. You can add pork, or you could add chicken thighs and make a, and then cream and make a like a white chicken chili. I'll show you how I do that later. But oh, I think I only have 4 bags in the freezer, and this will be 3 more. So if hopefully I'll get some more out of the garden. I'll get up to my goal of 10. So anyway, you guys gotta try it. It's delicious, and it's an awesome way to use up a lot of produce, and then to have something really nice in the freezer in the winter. All right, I was right. Made 3 quart-sized bags. So you know, it's just 2 of us, so this will be a small crock pot. Probably put 4 or 5 chicken thighs and some beans in there, cream and broth, and then we're set. If it was a big family, you guys, is probably only 1.5, so, but still worth it. Used a lot of the produce up, didn't waste anything, and it is one of our definite favorite winter crock pot meals. So, all right, you guys, try it. It's awesome. Even if you don't have all this stuff in your garden, just go to the store and buy the peppers, onions, and tomatillos, and a couple jalapeños, and make it up. It's great. So here's what you end up with. Awesome sun-dried tomatoes. Tastes so good. And I'll show you what I'm going to do with them this time. So at the dollar store, I got these adorable little jars. Unfortunately, they come with rings, but they don't come with a lid, because there are no lids in the world left, I guess. But it's making little gifts for my friends. Share some of the gardening goodness. So here's what we ended up with. Cute little jar. It says homemade on it. I don't know if you can read that, but I might tie a little ribbon around it. But yeah, what a cute little gift, right? So yummy. You can use it for so many things. Another thing, if you had enough olive oil, is you can pack these in olive oil. And I personally really like to do that, because then you can just pull some out and use it in pasta. It's just so good. So that is sun-dried tomatoes. I hope you guys liked it. It's pretty easy. You know, another hour or 2 of work. I don't can, is the thing. Normally you would just can all that stuff, but I really like sun-dried tomatoes, and what a fun gift. So remember, you guys, life's a garden. Dig it.